Hey, yo, it's me, Pops Van Marmalade, and you're watching the Comics-Related Madness Network. Huh? So come get some. CromCon. CromCon.
Hey, we want to shout out to our sponsors, Daytona Beach Comic Con. If you are a fan of comic books, if you're a fan of comic book conventions, and if you like meeting comic book creators and getting comics and comic-related stuff, then you need to make your plans to attend Daytona Beach Comic Con. This year's show is September 9th and 10th. Silverline will be there, so you should make your plans to be there too. We'll see you there. If you like comics and find yourself in the Orlando, Florida area, doesn't everyone come to Orlando at some point in time to see the House of Mouse? But when you're here, you need to make it a point to visit Coliseum of Comics, especially the one on East Colonial Drive. They carry Silverline Comics, even a limited edition Coliseum of Comics version of our comics. So, when you go, be sure to ask for Silverline Comics and tell them we sent you. OCD stands for Orlando Collector Deviants. OCD, Steve and Trish, they're a family of geeks who promote geek things, particularly those around the Orlando, Florida area. They're big supporters of Silverline, and we think you should be supporters of theirs too. Go give them some love. If you are an independent comic book maker and you need to get your independent comics made, you need to look no further than Kablam! Kablam Digital Printing. They print our books, and they do a bang-up job. They're not only trusted by Silverline, but many, many independent comic book makers. Head on over to kablam.com and see for yourself just how easy it is to have your comic printed by them. And tell them Silverline sent you.
Hi, this is Tim TK, host of That Silverline Show on Tuesday. Join us at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific every Tuesday night as we discuss pop culture and the joys of making comics.
Hi, I'm Barb Kilber, co-host of Silverline's Wednesday Wham. Join us each Wednesday night as we discuss comics, literature, movies, and anything else that may catch our attention.
I'm Roland Mann, and I host Silverline's Silver Sunday. Join me every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern as we make mine Silverline.
Hey, hello, everybody. Good evening. We are live. It is Wednesday Wham here at Silverline Comics. Hope you guys are all having a great evening wherever you may be, morning, noon, or night, anywhere around the world. Welcome to our weekly Wednesday Wham. With me tonight, we have the venerable artist, penciler, inker, Rob Davis. And you have written some stuff too, yes?
Not a lot, but yes, I've written a couple of things. Yep, I don't consider myself a writer, but I've had a few ideas that I try to put down on paper. I try to find good writers to work with. I'm a mediocre writer. I admit it.
Write a story that moves, you're above mediocre. So yes. Anyways, and I'm Martin Martonen, and I am the colorist on this wonderful book. I colored this wonderful cover for Wolf Hunter. I'm working on Wolf Hunter 2. Got to get that out the door. So, and here we go. This is what Wolf Hunter looks like. Silverline produces wonderful comic books, beautiful comic books. This was the original book here. Let's see. Do I have a page with some mystery on it? Oh, here we go. Here's a page with some mystery. There we go. And there's Rob's book, Twilight Grim, which is a wonderful vampire tale. What else?
My good friend R.A. Jones.
Oh, and R.A. Jones, Beyond the Stars.
Ron Fortier. I did that cover for Beyond the Stars, which is Ron Fortier's book. And we have Cape Town.
Yes, which is a wonderful story. So yes, and that is
Trumps.
And Trumps. Yes, not Donald Trump. Trumps the card game. It's fantastic. Divinity. Oh, you got the alternative cover. And I've got Divinity #1 here. That's from our Empress of Inks, Barb Kalberg. She is not with us tonight for some reason, but she does Divinity, and she currently has a Kickstarter for her #4 book. Roland Mann wrote The Wonderful Cat and Mouse, and this one's illustrated by, is this one by Mr. Zachary? Yes, this was penciled by Dean Zachary, inked by Barb Kalberg, and colors by Kevin Gallegly. Written by our venerable, Rob's our venerable, written by our head honcho, Roland Mann. We also do books like Kalis, which is, as I always say, the ultimate dad comic. I love this book so much. Oh my goodness, this book is like, you know what? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to promote this book to the bitter end, but if you want your money's worth, this is a book worth reading, because you don't just flip through it. You have to read it, and it's actually a book. It's like a comic book. That's a book. Like and once you get sucked in, you get sucked in, and like you actually have to take time to read this book, and it's really, really, really good. So get it.
Get it? Got it? Good. Yeah.
Let's see. Where's a great book? Yeah. So as space travel, it has like some as history, it has all sorts of crazy stuff in it. Yeah. So, and as mentioned, Trumps, and what else we got going on? Cat, Mouse, Sniper, and Rook.
Kalis. You got Kalis there?
Yeah, I just mentioned Kalis.
Did you? Okay,
Beetle,
I missed it.
Team
Beetle. There we got our own little universe going on here.
Fire Rush. Yeah, we do. Switchblade. We got some Cray. If you're into Conan, this would be a very similar to that.
Yeah, if you like the barbarian stuff, yep.
Let's see
Fantasy
if we got
barbarians. Yes.
There's a wonderful action page here. Yeah. So Silverline is busy hammering out books. And so what are our Kickstarters right now that we got going on? We got the Divinity #4, and what was the other book that was going out? There was something else, wasn't there?
No, there's only one at a time now.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we've gone to the one at a time bit now. So, which I think is a wiser way to go. Issues can get confused when you have two different books that are being solicited at the same time. But with we haven't had a Kickstarter that's failed yet that I know of. They've all made their goals.
Yep. So just so you know, when we do a Kickstarter, everything's already ready to go. So you will not be sitting there waiting, wondering, is my book coming or not coming? No, everything's already done when we actually launch the Kickstarter, and it's just a matter of now we need to figure out how to print it and get it out to the door and ship it to you. So that's really what it boils down to. And then there's all the wonderful bells and whistles that come with it, such as you can get original art, you can get the foil covers, you can get all sorts of different things for different various Kickstarters. All right. So tonight we were supposed to have a wonderful guest, Mr. John Holland, I believe, but we were not sure. We have our team in the background working on that to see what's going on. But we will promote his stuff anyway, because he was supposed to be our wonderful guest, and we will take a look at some of what he's been doing, and then Rob and I will wing it. We are going to wing the Wednesday Wham.
Yeah, I did a little bit of research on the guy, so I at least know a little. His name was familiar to me, and I realized why once I did the research. He'd actually done some work for Malibu before it became Malibu, and I think Adventure Comics was one of the places he did, and I was going to ask him about that stuff. Of course, if he was going to tell us all about his career, we didn't have to worry about that a whole lot. But I'd have to pull it up again to give you the names of the books. But he worked there. He's done some other work, and he's also got his own comic book company. And what it was, is it Diebold? Was that
Diebold? Yes, Diebold Comics.
Diebold Comics, and so he's he's got his finger in a lot of pies, which is a good thing when you're creative these days. You got to put stuff out everywhere in all different formats if you can. So, but unfortunately, we didn't hear from him, so we don't know if he's going to toddle in a little later or what's going on here. But some sort of snafu has happened, and he is not here at the moment.
Yeah. All right.
And
so
I think he's from New Orleans, if I remember correctly, which is interesting connection with Roland's Cat and Mouse. But
yeah. So right. So Cat and Mouse takes place in New Orleans, as does Champion and Miss Fury. Chicago and New Orleans were Champion and Miss Fury, which are books by Silverline. So there's some connection there. Let's see if I can get this up and running on my screen without crashing the wonderful computers.
And then I'll be here by myself. Don't do it.
Yeah. All right. So let's see here. Select window. Okay. Let me just. No. Okay. Not now. Okay. Hang on. Present. Share screen. Select the window. Let me see if I can find the colors, clip studio, entire screen, StreamYard Studio. No, I don't want to do that. Well, okay. If I do that, will I find? Okay. I don't want to show you my inbox. Let me turn that off. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna. No. Okay. So not now. Oh no. Click the screen icon on your address bar to allow access, then reload the page. Oh boy. Please don't do this to me again. Share screen. Okay, let's see here. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Getting stuff to come up.
This time I think we did it. All right. There we go. All right. So this is Mr. Holland's work, and this is his comic book called Alma. And it is apparently, if you know the character named Buffy, I will only use the term Buffy because I don't know if we're allowed to use the actual full name. So what if Buffy was a 72-year-old grandmother? Alma Bernard is your typical senior citizen working in her yard planting flowers when she is struck by a power from out of the blue that changes her life forever. She passes out with only a neighborhood cat for company, but when she wakes up, she finds herself confronting a 3-foot-tall talking garden gnome. Well, isn't that a fascinating way to wake up?
Wow, what a concept!
So then what happens when the powers to be decide that the hero of the story, the prince to save the princess into every generation is born, is not the hot young guy or girl destined to wield the sword and ride off into the sunset, but is going to be someone's grandmother this time? Alma is the answer. All right, so Alma is a 78-year-old grandmother who ends up wielding some sort of sword. She doesn't look 72. This might be something else, though. Oh, there she is. There she is. And she's talking to the Tyrone the garden gnome. Oh, dear. This is a fascinating critter. A woman with half a face.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, and John is the writer, not the artist here. So.
Yes, so John is the writer, and Hernan Gonzalez, my apologies, Hernan. He's illustrating it, and then we have a variety of covers from a bunch of different people. And so, there's a 3-headed dog up there. Isn't that from mythology?
Cerberus, yeah.
Cerberus, yes.
Cerberus was a was the comics character.
So this is a very fascinating looking. Oh, and here she apparently sways a trike.
That's an interesting concept. Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
not all superheroes are young.
Now it would have been really hilarious if they like stuck her in a wheelchair.
If she keeps this up, she may end up in one. Who knows? But I'm looking here at John's creator page, and apparently the book he did for Adventure Comics was Harry Harrison's Death World.
Yeah,
which is I know absolutely nothing about, unfortunately, so I can't take that any further. Anybody watching knows anymore, send us comments. But yeah, I was hoping to ask him more about it. But Critters, he did that for Fantagraphics, I believe.
Okay.
Did something else here he's working with Antarctic Press.
I think I remember that comic, Critters.
Yeah, I do too. That's probably where I remember his name from. Is from Critters.
Is that so? Would that have been the early 90s?
Yeah. Let's see what it says. 1987.
87, right? So
it's when April of 1987 is when one of the books is listed here.
All right.
I don't know if there's more than one issue, but that one was listed. Fantasy Comics, Gasp. Apparently did a backup in Journey.
Gasp or Last Gasp?
Gasp. GASP.
Okay.
Planet Comics, Legends in Folklore. A Girl and Her Dog. That's one of the other ones I had heard of before too.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's got all kinds of stuff going on here.
Yeah. So this is his company here, Diebold Comics. Be bold, live hard. So this is their website. So if you were interested in their books and what they're about, you can go visit their website at dieboldcomics.com. And let's see here, comics. So yeah, A Girl and Her Dog.
A Girl and Her Dog. Yeah. That's from 1922, 2022, I think was the date on there.
All right. Yeah. Then he's apparently he's written a book called Ayla, Speaker for the Dead, which is an intriguing sounding for Insane Comics. All right. Never heard of them before, so there's another comic company to go look up, Insane Comics.
Well, there's a lot of independents out there, and which is a good thing. I think that's where
absolutely.
I think that's where the industry's going. To be honest.
And then he's also written Lizards, and there's several issues of this. Lizards 2, 3, 4. Wow, this is a great picture. I like this tree.
Yeah.
And actually, the cover there for Lizards number 5 that's fantastic. The car in the background.
Yeah, this looks like light 80s black and white stuff.
Yeah. But that tree house there, or the whatever.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That's
nice.
Awesome.
Lots of fun. Lots of fun.
That's a great picture.
Who did the art? R. Wilbur. See it, 1988. Yeah. So yeah, that's early black and white stuff after Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles kind of broke down the wall and made it cool to be doing black and white comics.
Lizards number 6. You know, I have a vague recollection of seeing these in the back issue. Yeah. So, and a book about Mary Laveau, who is apparently some sort of mystic or something. I'm not sure, down in New Orleans. Preview, page 1. Oh, we've got some more previews. All right. This looks like an interesting book. All right. So, Mr. Holland has been a busy beaver, writing comics. Oh, let's see this. It seems like the art's a little bit different in each of these lizard books. And this is rather fascinating. All right. Give me 1 minute here. Hope this doesn't pop up on my screen. Yeah.
Yeah, Roland just said he sent him a message, and we're he wanted us to talk about the Divinity campaign, which we did. Mentioned that, and I told him we're talking about some of John's work that we pulled up off the internet. So
yeah. Oh, this is interesting. The page isn't loading. Okay.
Yeah, only part of it loaded. That's interesting, isn't it?
So this is kind of cool though. I'm going to zoom in here, see if we can zoom in.
Yeah.
Did I zoom in? I
am zooming in with my iPad here
because I want to take a look at this rendering here on particularly on Lizards number 3. The artist does some really interesting stuff here with his line work. I like that a lot.
Lots of texture, yeah.
Yeah.
Very reminiscent of comics, COMIX, underground comics.
Yeah, maybe a hint of Robert Crumb in there, but not too much.
Exactly.
Just a touch.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some really cool drawing going on in this. Very cool. So, yeah, I would love it if Mr. Holland was here to give us a little bit more insight and information on what he's been doing and what the stuff is.
I think what'll probably happen is he will show up at a later show, and now we've whetted everyone's appetite when he does come on and we can talk. So he's got some really interesting stuff here for us to talk about once we do finally get him to come through the green room and join us.
All right. So what is our Divinity Kickstarter there? Fundmycomic.com?
Fund My Comics, yeah.
Fundmycomic.com and campaign 564 Divinity. All right. So, okay, that didn't work. Let's see if we can find Divinity.
Yeah, I can't access
you get to watch us. You guys get to watch us do this in real time.
Yeah, I can't access it via my Wi-Fi. For some reason, has been blocked from getting on the Fund My Comic, but I can get on there with my phone. So,
okay.
I have already done my bit for the cause by buying a Divinity.
All right, let's see what we got. Okay, we got Beyond the Stars 1 to 3 and Bear. Those are some older campaigns. Where is our Divinity?
Yeah, punch in Divinity and see what that brings up.
Oh, maybe here. Let's try that. Nope. Still not coming up.
Yeah, see, that's what I got every time I tried to get in.
Nope. All right. Oh, there we go. It's actually right on the front page. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you go to fundmycomic.com, featured picks, Divinity, number 4, 1 to 4, is 62% funded. And here we go. Let's see. All right. This is awesome. All right. Yes. Okay. Yes. We know you use cookies.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Yeah. 62%. And we still got
and we got 21 days to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want a fantastic story about a young girl who has some healing powers and she's being chased by people who want her powers, this is the story for you. And it reads exactly like a telenovela, or television novel, or television story. This would be a great story.
For us old folks, the old Fugitive TV show, which is, someone on the run for whatever reason being pursued by the bad guys, or in the case of the old Fugitive TV show, the good guys, the cops are after, and of course it was later made into a movie with Harrison Ford. Essentially
So
the
now
same
I'm
thing.
going to
But
zoom
yeah,
in here. Well, wow. Okay. But I really want you to focus on this cover C over here.
somebody.
I have no
Yeah.
idea. I have no idea who illustrated that. Not a clue. Yeah.
Yeah, like it says at the bottom, pencils Martin Mertonen, inks
Actually,
and colors Barb Kalber.
technically, I did the inks because, but we'll give it to Barb because she's a fantastic inker, and if she inked my stuff, I would be over the moon. So I would love to have her ink my stuff.
I have
Actually,
had the
I want
pleasure
you to
myself.
ink my stuff. I would
Who,
love to see
me?
your inks on. Yeah, you. So.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know if I've talked about that here before, but my first inking, some of my first work in the industry was inking somebody else's work, and
Yeah.
they hated my inks. I mean, he literally really hated it. So I've always had kind of it's always there's a little bit of every time I have to ink somebody else's work, I'm always feeling like, are they going to like this or not? So I'm always fretting about it. So it's always a little stressful for me to ink somebody else's work. Thanks.
Hey, we
I mean,
got
I'll
Grey
do
Wolf.
it. If you want
Grey
it
Wolf
done, I'll do it. But yeah.
Yeah. Hiya, Grey Wolf. Welcome to the chat. How you doing there, bud? Good to see you again. So, yeah. So, if you have any questions, Grey Wolf, hit us up.
Yeah,
Tonight we're winging it.
We're without our
a prayer.
guests, so any
took
topics anybody wants to talk about.
Yeah,
sure.
so we took a quick look at Mr. Holland, John Holland's work from Diebold Comics, but he is not here tonight, unfortunately, so hopefully he can show up on another night.
Hopefully things are okay with him.
Yeah, hopefully everything is okay.
Not some family problem or a personal problem that's kept him from coming. Hopefully it's something as simple as not being able to get on the internet, which does happen to us all.
All right. You know what? I'm going to say something here, looking here at the Divinity book. I think the colors from book one to this book have evolved quite a bit. And there's some really interesting color choices happening here. I like this a lot.
That's Barb's does the coloring on the book. So she's
Barb was a little hesitant, and now she's starting to get the hang of it. So
she's really enjoying doing the coloring work. Yep.
Yeah. Oh wow! All right, here we go. Look at this stuff. And so there's original artwork available, folks, for this campaign. You can get these wonderful black and white pieces, and there's
should be some
pencils
there. Yeah.
So there's some really cool pages. Oh, like this motorcycle page would be an awesome page to have. That'd be very cool. And there's some inks pages. And here's your creators: R.A. Jones, Tim and Pat Kennedy, the pencilers, Barb Kelberg, and Mike Belcher lettered the book. So yeah, so if you guys want a wonderful tale about a young girl, I think she's about 13, 12, 13, maybe 14, somewhere in that range.
I think if I remember right, Barb said she turns 13.
Okay, right.
In the story. She's like 12 now. She's pre-teen. But yeah, once you turn 13, of course you're a teen. But,
and art is very easy to read. There's not a whole lot of noise. It's excellent, well done stuff. So it's a fantastic tale. So yeah, Silverline, and I believe there's also a foil cover available in this.
Yeah, I think they were showing off some foil covers. Yep.
Yeah, the cover A comes in a foil approach, I believe. Your pick. You can pick one of the three covers. Oh yeah, here we go. Note, the only way to get this cover is to back this campaign, making this version of the cover extremely exclusive. Click video on the left for a better view of what the final foil covers will look like. Hint. Awesome. Yes, the foil covers do look awesome. So I will zoom out here. And oh, there we go. Can we see that on the screen there? Is that Or is that a little small?
It's a little small. Is that the?
All
Yeah,
right.
that's the. Oh yeah. Zoom in a little bit. I've zoomed in a little. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So this is what.
There we go.
That's what the foil cover looks like. Do I get my cover in foil too? Oh. Tin foil, right? And then I could wear it on my head as a tin foil hat. All right. So there we go. Yeah. So yeah. It's an awesome story. All right. What else do we want to talk about there, Rob? Okay. I did spot something that Mr. Holland had on his Twitter, which is very interesting. So this might be something to talk about.
Yeah, I don't have an account on X, so I couldn't,
X or Twitter.
I couldn't
or
get on any of that. So,
yeah. So he has a post up that he got from the Comics Beat, talking about comic sales for 2023 across time, and apparently, did you know that comic book industry is $1 billion industry?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I didn't have the clue it was in the billions. Yeah. I thought maybe in the millions, but
at one point it was even bigger than it is now. It's smaller than it's been in a long time. Actually, but it's kind of plateaued here there. It went down. It goes through cycles. It's up and down. So apparently sales were down a little bit last year, but they're coming back up. And DC, everybody gained, but DC lost a little from what I saw.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a huge percentage, 5-7%, something like that. But
it went down by 7%.
Yeah.
So 2023 total sales was $1.8675 billion.
I wonder, does that count? Where do they get their numbers from? Does it say in that article?
I don't know.
I mean, there's different places to get your numbers.
Let me just see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Apparently, the digital has been removed from these numbers.
So there you go. So there's probably
until the 23. So the drop is a bit smaller with digital removed. But since I don't have the adjusted numbers, let's go for it now. So 2023 is 410 million in sales. We get this chart. Periodical sales are holding their own apparently.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was figuring that was they're taking a nosedive, but it's not as bad as I thought.
Yeah. So
they're holding steady. It's kind of like, we're going to go to a moneyless society, paperless society, and yet we're using more paper than we ever have. So, same thing with paper money, money and coins. Now I don't use cash very often anymore myself. I use a debit card or a credit card for most things, and just pay the bill off every month. But it's very convenient. But from what I understand, that costs you more.
It can
in the long run. Yeah, if you're not careful.
It depends where you go.
Because
it depends where you go, and it depends.
Up.
Yeah. So so in Canada we've had the Interac or debit. We call it Interac up here. We've had that available to us probably since the late 90s, mid to late 90s, and so I was shocked when I went down to the States. And I couldn't use my debit card. I was like, what? How come I can't use my card? Yeah, that was way back. So that was a long time ago. Now, that's obviously got much better. But it was a very intriguing.
Well,
and that was
what
in
most people don't.
Yeah.
What most people don't realize is when you use a card, a credit card or a debit card, it costs the retailer.
Yes.
They have to pay for the processing. So it's a hidden tax, and it raises prices because the retailer has to maintain his profit levels. So if they're paying for all these transactions, you're paying more because of it. So I'm going to start trying to use cash more.
They have a very interesting system here. I think it's by volume. So if you have a certain volume of transactions that go through your business, then like the cost is either like negligible or like peanuts. But if you have less transactions, then it costs the owner some more. So then the owner,
yeah, if you're so it kind of penalizes the small business owner.
Yeah.
So again,
so they don't charge you extra. Like if I go to Walmart or if I go to like a bigger store, I don't think they even charge my card at all. So, but if you go to the small store, then like they might charge. They don't necessarily charge you, but they raise their price. So yeah.
Yeah, I know of one little business that on one of the trips that I drove. Well, for the golf team, we went to this one small restaurant in the town, and they didn't take cards. And the reason they didn't take cards was that what happens is, especially with a debit card, is people would charge up a bunch of stuff on them and then close the account before all the charges came in. So the retailer got left high and dry. So at their point, they were only taking cash at that point. So, and because we were on an expense account and it was on a card, we couldn't go to the place.
Yeah.
So it was a sad moment there, but because we really wanted to try it out, but we couldn't because we didn't have cash.
Yeah. So, yeah.
No word balloons.
So, yeah, there's no word balloons here. This is Wolf Hunter 2.
Okay.
I'm in the process of coloring.
You're coloring? Okay.
So I'm gonna throw this up on the screen so we have something to look at while we talk.
Okay.
I know. I'll try and color some stuff here. See if I can find my pen. Where's my pen? Oh dear. Well,
I had you mine, but
oh, there it is. There it is. All right. Yeah.
I was gonna say, here's mine.
Yeah. Did you want to show your screen there?
No, I'm just teasing.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So this is our action-packed scene where one guy's yelling at another guy. No, I'm joking. So this is actually so this is really cool because the story builds up over time. So you gotta. Okay, I just realized I got a little correction I gotta make up here. So, that's the wrong. There we go. Let's try that.
Yeah, it needs to be the same color as the rest of the trim.
Yes. And why are you not changing color? How come you're not changing color? Come on. Maybe now it'll work. Still doesn't want to work. Why is it not working? Oh, that's why, because I filled it up here. There we go. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you are working with multiple layers, it really, really helps if
you have the layer you're coloring as toward the top.
Yes. Yeah. So, well, yeah, maybe I can show you guys the inner workings of how I kind of go about doing something here. So this is oh, look at that. We got a blank screen. All right, let's see.
It starts with that. Yeah.
Okay, so now we got this is my under colors here, and then
your flats,
let's see
more or less.
Yeah, there we go. And now we got the inks. So this is where we start, and then we I put the highlights on. Let's turn the highlights off. Those come later. So we get the fundamentals in, and I just realized that I have to change the colors of some stuff back here. But did I put it on another layer? Is that why? No. Oh, look at that. Martin, what are you doing? It looked better a second ago. Let's just turn everything on and see what happens. Oh, yeah. All right. And then, okay, now it's all consistent.
There you go.
Yeah. And then, there we go. Oh, okay, so now watch this. This is an intriguing little trick here, folks, that you can do. So see here how this is like. This is really flat back here. This character in the back. I don't know if you guys can see my arrow. No.
I can. Yeah.
Okay. Let me toss on a layer that I'm going to draw on. This is going to be. I'm going to. When you're naming your layers, you should name your layers so you know what you're doing. I'm going to call this junk layer.
Yeah,
and
don't go with
So if
1,
you see
2,
back
3,
here,
4, 5. Name them so you know what you're dealing with. Yeah.
So if you see this girl back here, she's kind of diminished and she's in the background and she's kind of flat. And then this character here, this guy here, he's flat. This guy here, he's kind of flat. Everybody's a little bit flat. So what you can do to just add a little bit of dimension to everything is throw on some gradients. Bada bing, bada boom, and now we got a little bit of dimension to everything. It's very simple.
It's very subtle simple, too,
and very subtle. But it just added a whole bunch of dimension to everything, right?
Yeah,
it's like, oh wow, okay, and then it just adds a nice little color into the mix. So now if we look at the bottom panels here, and boom, you just got a little bit more heart happening. So and then if you throw on some highlights, then you get some highlights. I'm going to fix these highlights up. But the highlights on this guy are okay, but I got to fix them up because I've been fighting with that. And let's see here. So now if we can come down here, we add a little bit of stuff to the glass. Oh, what happened there? I turned that on. Oh, there we go.
You did that table. The top of the table changed colors.
Yeah. And then is this layer got anything on it? That layer might not have anything on it. That doesn't seem to have anything on it. Yeah. And then if I do turn that off, yeah. So now you can see what it look like without the colors. All right. So yeah. So now the previous pages, the light source has always been coming from the left side of the page here. Let's see if we can pull something else up here to show you that. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. So here we go. So they're sitting on this side of the train here, on the left side of the train. So the light source is coming from there. And they're chatting. I hope I'm not giving anything away here. We got some mysterious lady here sitting at the table.
Yeah, without word balloons, you aren't going to get the full story, but yeah.
Yeah. So, and again, the light's coming from the left, so we've got the left. And so this is what we're working on here. Going to have the light coming from the left. So we've got to figure out how to do the highlights and whatnot. So, yeah. So this is Wolf Hunter 2 in the works. Artist is fantastic. The inker is fantastic. The colorist, he's okay.
Getting better every day, right?
Yes. And
there's the Beatles song, getting better all the time.
Yeah. So, all right. All right. Is there anything else we want to look at? Oh, hey guys, always great to see you all. Hey there, Thomas Floramonte, Joe, drive by. You got anything new and interesting for us, Tommy? So, ladies and gentlemen, if you need your independent comic book done, you can contact Kablam Comics, or kablam.com, I think. And he prints a whole bunch of independent books. He's printed a bunch of our Silverline books. So,
yep.
Yeah.
Back cover of each book.
ka-blam.com.
Yep, just like that. Yep.
You can print as many copies as you like, or as few copies as you like. You can print 1 copy of your comic book, or you can print 1,000, or 10, or 50 with his service. So that's something to always look into. Yeah. What are you working on there, Rob? Oh, are we allowed to start talking about your secret project with Barb yet?
Not yet.
All right. And how's that been going?
Well, I'm up to page 12, which is more than halfway through the book. It's a 22-page book, so
Now,
we're
can you show us anything on your table there, or is that?
Yeah, I've got the latest page is right here.
All right, let's see. Hang on. How do I? Well, I want to give me a solo option. Oh, there's a solo. There we go. All right. So there's the latest page that Rob has been doing for the secret project from Silverline. Ooh, that guy in the bottom corner, he looks pretty mysterious. All right, interesting. Is that a mustache on him? That's a serious mustache,
isn't it? Though.
Wow.
Yeah, that may get
crazy.
Some folks may get it from that. I don't know.
Oh. All right.
But yeah, we got other pages here too. We got.
Don't show us too much there, Rob.
Yeah, but some of this is. Have to put my thumb over the title of it.
Oh, okay. Oh, there we go.
Page prior to that.
Aha. All right. Okay. I can't wait to see this inked by Barb there.
Yes, she's got some. She's done some inking already. I think she's up to page 10 with her inks.
Hey, Vic. So. There's Vic too. Hey, how's it going there? What's good, Silverliners? Good to see you too, Vic. Have you been, Vic? Have you been doing any new work lately? We did take a look at your work last time, or quite a few weeks back.
It's a while ago. It's been a while ago.
You have improved, so keep working at your stuff. So,
inch by inch, anything's a cinch. Get better. The more you work on it, the better you'll get. Yeah. Practice.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I'm looking for something here, Rob. I'm scrambling. I'm trying.
We're good. We got another 10 minutes or so. We got a vamp here for another 10. Yeah, I just got word from Roland that John is probably not going to come in. So that's pretty obvious that he was not going to be here when we got a half hour in. But no response. So I hope everything's all right with him.
Yeah.
Or and who knows? He may have gotten busy and might have forgot. That does happen. But let's hope it's that and not something bad has happened. So.
Do you think I can show this? The thousands.
I don't know without seeing it.
Roland, am I allowed to show like?
I don't know if he's watching us or not.
Yeah, It would definitely add some definite mystery and intrigue to the page, but it might give away something. So
you better not. If you're not allowed to give it away yet.
Yeah. No. There's stuff that you don't want to give away.
Yeah,
all right. I will show an action page here. This I think we're okay with. So here, I will show this off. This page took me forever, but I absolutely love it because there's so many subtleties in it.
That's from Wolf Hunter?
This is from Wolf Hunter 2, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So this has some really interesting little subtle details. I'm going to zoom right in here. So there's a little bit of like this pencilish kind of stuff going on. Yeah, and then
watercolor pencil, nice. Is that a special brush that you used, or?
Yeah, watercolor brush.
Yeah.
And then this is our bad guy, and then we got the cliffs of Dover, I believe.
Looks like.
And this is reminiscent of book 1. If you haven't read book 1, get Wolf Hunter 1 so you guys can catch up. And then we got the face, and then I really like what I ended up doing here on this.
Oh yeah, look at that. Adds some texture to that, doesn't it?
Yeah. So
nice.
it's got a little bit of vibe.
Yeah, it's amazing what they can do with Photoshop and Procreate and
yeah.
What is it you use?
I'm using Clip Studio. Yeah,
Clip Studio. All those watercolor brushes they come out with, and it's amazing what they can do with those. The textures you could come up with, and it looks like it's been painted with watercolor.
Yep. So, yeah. So this was a fun page. Took forever to get to this point, but I keep second guessing myself all the time, and then but I finally managed to get there. So great approach. It really pops. Thanks, Vic. I've been really playing with the colors on this one, so hopefully it really shows, and I hope people enjoy it, and hopefully I enhance the art.
Yeah, that's the trick with being a colorist. You don't want to overpower it. You want to give it some pop, but you don't want to overpower it. There's that little razor's edge that you have to balance. I've seen some that go too far one way or the other. It doesn't really. You don't do it enough, it doesn't pop, and you do it too much, and it obliterates.
Yeah. So here I think I'm going to add a little bit more gradient down to the bottom panels. Yeah, I gotta add to make it more cohesively whole. This is a little bit of a Euro look happening here.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta add the gradients in just to add the little bit of extra kick. But I want to make sure that on this page they're subtle. So yeah. We've got some mystery happening. These guys are discussing what's going on. And, so this is an exciting book. Is there any other Silverline news that's coming down the pipe? Do we have any other projects on the go other than Divinity, or?
Roland was talking about asking me some stuff about Twilight Grim, so it sounds like that might be going to previews here pretty soon. That would be all right. I mean, we've got all 4 issues done. It can be solicited at any time. They just ended K-less, so who knows? It might be they're good. And like the other books, it'll probably be bi-monthly in previews. They'll alternate. One month it'll be this book, and the next month it'll be a different book. So, but he was asking me to give him some details about how I got onto the project, and so that I think he's getting ready to promo it. So it may be showing up at previews before long. Fingers crossed. Right. That'd be all right. I haven't been in previews for decades. So that'd be exciting.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, I was kicking around the tires. Maybe did I ever show off the sketches that I did for Twilight Grim?
I'm trying to remember. I think you showed a couple of things, or talked about them. I don't think I've seen them.
All right.
I think you mentioned that you had done some stuff, but you hadn't actually pulled it up.
Twilight Grim. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's see if I might have done this. I might have showed this stuff off a long time ago, but we can pull this up. So I decided to do Rob one better, and no.
I even have. This is all original art for Twilight Grim, right here.
Oh wow! All right.
Well, there's the cover.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Issue 4, I think it is.
No, hold that up again. Look at that. My goodness. Okay, now. All right. Okay. Bicycles are one of the hardest things to draw in the world. How did you find drawing the motorcycle?
I used my old technique of looking through Google and finding some reference that matched the scene that I was trying to use.
Right.
And use my light table, and then I give it my own personal spin, especially when I ink it. And that's so you just use reference, man.
And so bicycles and motorcycles are very hard to draw.
Yeah.
And how did you find inking a motorcycle?
Yeah, it's tedious.
Yes.
I mean,
especially the wheels.
Yeah, doing all those little spokes.
Yeah, the spokes and the circle on the wheels. Like how? Like did you freehand it or did you?
Yeah. No, I used a I have.
You have the curved templates.
Well, I have templates too. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Like that, and I have oversized ones too.
Yeah.
That are in this, and I got a drawer right here next to the drawing board. If I need them, I can just reach over and grab them. I have to dig. I've got them all, every one of that everything I have. But then you have French curves.
Yes.
To use.
That was the word I was looking for. French curve.
Yeah. I use those. Yeah. When I'm inking in order to get a smooth curved line, you gotta have something to work with. Either it's a template or a French curve like that, or you use a compass, or in fact grab a what's the right size, grab a cup, put that
there
on
you
paper,
go.
And
and if it's a styrofoam cup, then you can squeeze it and then
and make it weird shapes. Yeah.
There you go. That's the way to do it.
Yep.
Use reference, man. Yes, Vic. Yep. Yes, we have to use reference, of course. So.
Yep, that's the key. If you're doing something in the real world, find a picture of it. And I have
professionals never trace. They never, ever, ever trace. I don't trace at all, ever.
Baloney. light board.
Yes. I have traced many a picture when I especially if you have a deadline. They're like, I can't come up with the thing. Okay, all right, slap it down and trace. There you go. Now, of course, you always put your spin on it. You make the building taller. You stretch it out or whatever.
Yeah, you play with it after that. I mean, if you put it in Photoshop and you stretch it and do weird stuff with it before you put it on.
So sometimes eyeballing the thing that you're supposed to draw, and you need to make it accurate.
I mean, I do that sometimes too, but a lot of times I'll go like here. I've got the illustration I've been doing for this book, the Sherlock Holmes book I'm working on, and it has a guy stirring his tea with a pencil. Mm-hmm. So I found a picture of a hand. Using a stir, and then I put a pencil in it. So he's stirring his tea. So, there's only so much you can do looking at your own hand.
Yeah.
So having reference so you can get all the details right.
Yep. So fantastic.
Yep.
I love your gray wash there. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's just markers. Just good old markers. I get those. Everything's right here, man.
All right, so we're gonna leave off with. Oh, there you go, markers.
Yep.
Those markers.
I lost one.
Uh-oh. Are those Pentel or what type of
color? These are Dick Blick.
Dick Blick. Okay.
Yeah, and they're some of the less expensive ones. They're just as good as the others. Sometimes they don't have as much ink, so you have to replenish it more often. But overall, they're a little less expensive.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I just put in an order to Dick Blick.
All right. So share screen. I'm gonna share one more thing before we run out the window. So where is it here? Let me see if I can find it. Twilight Grim, is this it? Not
yeah,
that.
you were going to show what you've done for Twilight Grim.
Yeah, so let's see if I can get my share screen. Let's see if I can get my painter up and running. There it is. There we go. Allow. So yeah, so at the stage. So there we go. So I was I think we did talk about this because we had discussed who we thought.
Yes, yeah, I seem to remember this. Yes.
I thought Owen Wilson was kind of similar to your character.
Sure. That works.
And then for the girl character, I thought Miley Cyrus kind of looked like.
She does, yeah.
Like her, and then yeah.
But that's and a lot of times that's what you'll do is you'll pick an actor or movie actor or TV actor and use them as as the basis for what your character looks like.
So see, we don't trace at all. Let's see here if I can find get rid of that picture there. That's Courtney Cox, and she reminded me of your vampire girl character. So that's Courtney Cox, and then so now where's the photo? There we go. So then what I do is a lot of times in order to actually figure out how a character is supposed to look, I will trace the person over and over and over again to get the fundamentals down.
And a little muscle memory going on, yeah.
Exactly. And so once I get that down, then what I do is then I will then I don't necessarily keep the person exactly the same, but as long as I got as you can see, I'm going to change my color here so you can see what's going on. Let me just get my better pencil. For some reason, my pencils, I haven't used this program in such a long time.
Yeah, I find that if I'm doing a series, the first issue, the characters look a certain way, but by the end of the series, they've changed. It's just because I've become more comfortable and they're moving more into my style.
Yeah. So the important thing here, so I'm looking for the big shapes. And so that I can figure out. There we go. Let's try that. Okay. So I'm looking for the big shape. So this is the shape that I'm looking for. This here, and then I try to maintain this shape all the time. If I'm going to now put in our mask, so the mask goes like that. Then I kind of know. All right, here we go. So and then I kind of memorize this somehow, and then I kind of now I'm going to
map it. Yep, you map it. Yep.
And then I'm going to and then so here's her cheek here, eyes there. All right, then we come here, and then so we use that person as the basis of our character, but then as things go on, we start tweaking stuff. We might modify the nose to be more easy to draw. Right, so her jawline here is a little bit off. So
it's enough. Her head's down instead of up.
Yeah. So, and then got the hair, and there you go. There's the pretty much like that.
Yeah, and you work like I do. I usually put the eyes in first, and then everything comes off of the eyes.
So yeah, so that was some stuff that I was doing. Oh, this is where the girl is clinging onto Mr. Grimm. So let's see, let's see what we got going on here. This was some action poses stuff. Oh, I have a whole bunch of layers of stuff going on. Oh wow, I have a whole bunch of stuff going on this one. Let's see. Okay, so this was a bunch of underdrawings that I did. So then I practiced inking. So there's your black girl that you had, and then there's some other characters here, trying variety.
Yeah, that one's from the cover.
Figure out a main character. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So this is from the cover. So then, let's see what's this?
Yeah, she tended to wear very revealing outfits. She was very proud of her figure.
Yes.
And would They're very revealing stuff.
So then I tried to do some stylized versions.
Uh-huh.
Let's see, what's that? This is somebody. Oh, yeah. You mentioned that you wanted to.
Yeah, I had based him on Jim Morrison. Took me a minute to get the name conjured up. Jim Morrison.
So this is a Jim Morrison version.
Yeah, I thought of Val Kilmer first, who played him in the movie.
Yeah. So there's some more door stuff. Let's see.
But there you go. That's
so,
the kind of stuff that you do developing your art.
Yeah.
Is you just do stuff like that. Yeah, that's a very nice one there. I wish you could see where I'm pointing.
Yeah. So again, I traced nice. that to try and get the fundamentals down, and then you go in and then you try to repeat that over and over and over again and try and get the.
Yeah, and the trick is to know how many lines to leave in, because the more lines you put on somebody's face, the older it makes them look.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be a late teen, but he's also been hardened by
he's supposed to be
his
a late
life.
teen?
So he's supposed to be a teenager.
Okay. Oh,
18,
really?
19 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought he was older.
I figured he was also really, really a hardened character, so he would actually look older than he is.
Right. Okay. Grainy colored pencil covered. Okay. So, there we go. Okay. So again, okay. Normal. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So
and you know how some guys are in high school, they look older than they really are.
Yeah. So
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you figure out where all these like kind of big shapes are, and then you try to map those out every single time.
Mm-hmm.
Try and
you find different areas to map everything off of. You figure out where the eye is, and everything kind of maps off of that. At least I do.
So how would you make him a baby face? Because he's supposed to be a late teen, so yeah.
Yeah, but he's supposed to, like I said, he's a very hardened character. He's had to live on the street for a while, so he's going to look a little older than that. Yeah. But you eliminate some of the lines in the face.
Oh.
You give him a little baby fat.
All right. So what got going on here? So looks like. So I took your cover, and then I did some tracing.
Swiped some of the
some
of the women off of it, and some of the vampires too. Yeah.
Yeah. So here we go. So yeah. So if you want to learn how somebody works or how other people do stuff, then what you do is you take it, trace it, figure out what they're doing, and then you try and figure out how to make it your own. So this was repeated in the other file as well. So anyways, yeah. So Twilight Grim, look for it in your comic book shops coming soon.
No idea when, but he's starting to do some early promotional putting stuff together. So
John Holland. Hi John. Sorry. All right. Well, yeah, no problem. We'll have to catch you another time.
We'll do it again another time.
Yeah, we will. But we did show your stuff. So anyone who's interested, if you're interested in a 72-year-old grandmother being a vampire slayer or something to that effect, go look them up. Alma is the comic by Diebold Comics. John Holland has written that, as well as some other tales. So take a look at that. Divinity has a Kickstarter in progress. Go jump on that.
Get over now.
And get the foil cover, especially the one by some guy named Martin Martonen. No idea who that guy is, but his cover is the best one. No, actually, the cover that has the foil on it is looking great. All the covers are really good, actually.
Yep.
So that's an awesome story. And at your comic book stores, ask for Silverline books. So whenever
check
you
out
have
previews. We're starting to show up there. We've had Kalis and Trump's. Is Trump's finished up yet? I'm trying to think of Trump's is finished yet. Issue 4.
But
I'm thinking it has.
But Trumps is
It's
a
been
fantastic
solicited.
series. This is a great book. This is just like fantastic stuff.
Yeah, nice artwork, great story. Yeah.
Cool concept, and I think Roland needs to actually make a card set with these characters on them, and then people can play Trumps at the same time as they read the comic book. So then what you do is you actually stick the rules in the comic. So Cat and Mouse, Kalis, ladies and gentlemen, Kalis, man, it's a good book, and it actually takes time to read. So you don't just rush through it. So it's
well, you can rush through it, but you'll miss it. So go back and reread it.
But you know what? I'm going to be frank. I'm going to be really frank here. And this is not a bad thing. The artwork initially, when I looked at it, kind of threw me. It did. But then the more I looked at it, it just kind of sucks you in. And then you're reading the book and you're like in the world. So it is really, really, really well done. So yeah. Kalis, what other books should we promote here? Divinity, Cat and Mouse, Wolf Hunter, and yeah. And if you want kids' books, there's Bear number 2. Hey, Bear number 2. Did that Kickstarter go out?
Yeah, I think that one has that one gone out. Yeah. So lost track of where we are with this stuff. But we're on Divinity, so I think Bea is either
Teen
next
Beetle.
or is
My
finished.
boys love Teen Beetle. So yeah. So anyways, this was an interesting night tonight. We are sorry we missed you, John. We will try to get you on again. If you can give us a heads up as to another night that you're available, that would be fantastic. And hopefully somebody learned something tonight. And we will hope you will join us next week.
We should. I think what we learned is always have a plan B.
Plan B, yeah. So
we mostly had plan A.
Or Empress of Inks, or Empress of Inks is not with us tonight. Barb, we missed you wherever you are.
Yes.
Usually when we're floundering, she ends up being able to throw us a whole bunch of bones that we can grab onto. So yeah. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to call it a night. Thanks for joining us. We will
as
have
we always
show
say
next week and make mine Silverline. And now, because we're so on top of things, we have to find the stream end here. All right, here we go. All right, make mine Silverline, folks. See you next week.
Hey, I'm G-Rod. Make mine Silverline. You heard me.